Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right folks, so for this video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for my latest 4K Steelbook pickup that I got for the Fugitive. Now I'm going to just say right at the start of this video, I wasn't particularly all that impressed with the artwork on this Steelbook, but I took a gamble on it. I pre-ordered it because I thought it looked a hell of a lot better than the standard release, and now that I have it in my hands, it's nothing near as bad as I thought it was going to be. But having said that, it is by no means a masterful looking Steelbook, and I honestly don't think it was worth the extra £5 or €5 that I spent on it. Having said that, it's all about the movie and its 4K transfer, and what a 4K transfer we are getting with this one. I'll talk about that more very soon. But if you're not particularly aware of the movie, it is directed by Andrew Davis, stars Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones, and it's about Harrison Ford, who is wrongfully accused at the start of the movie for killing his wife. He goes on the run and he's been tracked down by Tommy Lee Jones, and they're there to basically unravel the mystery behind his wife's murder and the people that are responsible for it. It is an incredibly suspenseful movie. Andrew Davis done a wonderful job directing this. As a matter of fact, he is the master at directing movies like this. I think it was 3 years after this one, he directed another movie called Chain Reaction, which starred Keanu Reeves, and it felt very similar, and it was just equally as enjoyable as The Fugitive. So if you're into those kind of on-the-run movies, definitely check out The Fugitive and check out Chain Reaction. I think you'll get a lot from it. The movie as well was an absolute box office juggernaut as well, coming in with a budget of just over 40 million, and it grossed just shy of 370 million at the worldwide box office, making it an absolute box office smash. I can't stress to you how much I love this movie, and when I heard about it coming out in 4K, I was genuinely excited. It is one of my favourite Harrison Ford movies, and to see it get this kind of treatment is rather special. Now, as for special features, there's a bit on this release. You do get a director's commentary along with Tommy Lee Jones there as well. There's also a featurette and 2 documentaries as well. So there's a bit on this release, and looking forward to actually checking them out. Right folks, so I'm going to take you around this Steelbook, and then I'm going to come back and talk about its 4K transfer. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, The Fugitive. So I'm going to quickly bring in the J card and show you that before I get onto the Steelbook. But as you can see, there's a write-up on top. You've got your special features there in the middle. And then, of course, your technical aspects at the bottom there as well. Right, so that is the J card. Put that to a side. Let's get on with the Steelbook. So as you can see, it's representing that scene, him in the sewers or at the waterfall, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know what it was. I just wasn't particularly all that impressed with the artwork. Now, having said that, when I got hold of it, the Steelbook itself does have a matte finish, but there's kind of a mixture as well of gloss. You'll see it on Harrison Ford himself, his shadow, and the water. So it was quite a nice touch to actually kind of include that. And it is by no means a terrible looking Steelbook. I've just seen a hell of a lot better. Right, so that is the main artwork. I'll take us onto the spine of it. And right around to the back, and the back is... well, yeah, it's incredibly lazy. There's no other word for it. But as you can see, it is continuing what you've seen on the main artwork. It's when Harrison Ford jumps. And the only thing I will say is Harrison Ford's character does have some spot glossing to it. But again, I don't know how well the camera would pick that up. And then, of course, Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers, they just had to slap on them credits at the bottom as well. So the back artwork is astonishingly lazy, I'm not going to lie. And then I'll open the Steelbook up in full. And there you have it. Right, so I'm going to turn it around and get a close look at the discs themselves if they do come out. There we go. So that is your 4K disc. And then, of course, you've got your Blu-ray disc. They all have different colour schemes on them as well. And then, of course, the inside artwork. And as you can see, it's more of that scene that we see through this entire set. So there you have it folks, that is the Steelbook for The Fugitive. Right, so on to the 4K transfer. Now I'm not over exaggerating when I say right at the start here that this is hands down one of the most sizable upgrades I've seen on a 4K transfer, particularly when you stack it up against its previous Blu-ray. It truly is a night and day difference. It looks absolutely astonishing. Now the grain structure on this looks so incredibly consistent, beautifully light, and grain hairs, trust me when I say, are going to be ecstatic with how this looks. There is so much fine detail to be seen across the board on this one, whether it's clothing textures, interiors, exteriors of buildings, facial details, all get this sizable upgrade over the previous Blu-ray. The implementation of HDR was tastefully done as well. Everything has a more natural look to it. It wasn't over aggressively used, which is a good thing for a movie like The Fugitive. So yes, I was massively impressed with the colours you see on show here. And then when you add in those beautifully dark, deep, inky blacks and that increased shadow detail, it is a sight to behold. I think the biggest testament that I can pay to this 4K transfer, it actually looks like it was shot today. It looks very modern. And I know fans of the movie are just going to be over the moon by what you see here. Now this does come with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Now this is by no means a night and day difference over the previous DTS 5.1 audio that we got on the Blu-ray, but take nothing away from it. It still sounds fantastic. There's even times in it where it actually sounds demo worthy. There's just a great sense of presence to the sound now, and it's very, very active, and it took me by surprise. I never thought a movie like The Fugitive could just sound as active as it does, particularly with this Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Trust me folks, you are going to have no complaints with the sound on this, particularly if you are fans of the previous Blu-ray and how that sounded. So there you have it folks, that is my review of The Fugitive, and as you can see, I am quite happy with the results here. The 4K picture looks absolutely astonishing with an equally impressive sounding Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and if you're a fan of this movie, trust me when I say go out and buy this movie on 4K. It is a sight to behold. So there you have it folks. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below, and please do share your thoughts on this movie. And yes, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.